Hello, fantasy football fans. My name is Gary, aka the IDP Tipster, and this is the second edition for Week 15 of the the Dirty-O-IDP Underdogs. Catch the earlier edition from Thursday with me and Sebastian. It's on the playlist here on the IDP guys, IDP Plus Sports Betting Network now. All right. And I have some exciting news to say that for the rest of the season, we're going to at least double up on these episodes throughout the playoffs so that we can keep winning that cash for you. All right. So to kick this off and get straight to the point, let's get the right picture up here. Let's move on up. Now, what I have is three nice prop bets for you on DraftKings at the moment. They're all plus side, right? Now, that ain't like super big, but again, do me a favor, go back, check out that other episode because we have 10 props in that with a four-man parlay. So it's got a lot in it too. But these are up to date here Saturday night. We're going to go with Jets, Jordan Whitehead, over 5.5 total tackles at plus 105 at Miami. And remember, if these fall a little bit under plus by the time you get to them, it's not a big concern. Just know that if I'm willing to go there now, I'm willing to go there at negative 110. I just like giving the pluses when I see them. Adds a little better odds in my sense. But either way, since week 11, when they played in Miami, in New York, since playing in Miami in week 11 against in New York, they've remained a top five safety matchup. I'm talking about Miami has been. Uh, it's simple. They got a high octane offense, but Whitehead had already been averaging six combined for the 6.5 for total tackles for the season up till last week when he hit a wall against the Texans, which has been a bottom five matchup all season. So that's not surprising. The last time they played against each other, he had six combined tackles. I have no problem thinking that's going to happen again this time when they play in Miami. All right. So then after that, we're going to move on to the Browns. Za'Darius Smith, the edge rusher, over 0.25 sacks at plus 114 at the Bears. All right. We have picked on the Bears the whole entire season, and the Bears remain a top 10 ranked matchup off the edges, and is actually a top five for the last month and a half. Which is why Fields has been sacked the seventh most in the league at the moment at 32, averaging over 3.5 sacks in 9 games Field has played in. Okay. And since week 7, Smith has recorded, or has found his groove actually. And after a slow start with 3.5 sacks and 5 tackles for a loss, owns a well above par and solid PFF grade right now of 77, averaging 85% of the snaps. I think he's even had some 90% snaps the last two weeks of the last 3. But that's in the last 4 to 5 weeks, he's taken on a lot larger role. All right, so then we're going to move on down to the Dallas. This is kind of a no-brainer to me in a way. I mean, I really needed to look this up as soon as I seen it with plus 180 at the time. And remember, these might change, but Dallas Micah Parsons, it's over 1.5 assisted tackles at plus 180 at the Bills. All right. It's going to take a minute. Number one, it's Parsons, as I mentioned, noting he's had 4 contests this season with 2 or more assists. And those went for 3 the first 2 times and for 4 the other 2 times. This matchup on paper versus the Bills also mirrors those games that they had at that time in the numbers currently against the Cardinals earlier in the season, and then the 49ers, the Eagles, and then most recently, believe it or not, the Panthers still fit within that realm. And they've only had 6 away games, and that's 4 of them that he's had plenty of assists, 3 to 4 actually. So I think he's going to cover that 1.5 assisted tackles at plus 180, no problem, up in Buffalo. We'll also mention, these kind of matchups for Micah Parsons. They usually happen against those quarterbacks that they may allow some production off the edge in front of them for, backfield tackles. But Josh Allen is only ranked 30th at being sacked at 18 this year. So in the games that he's played. So that's just another little tidbit there to let you know. If you put this into a parlay on DraftKings at this very moment, it's a plus 1128. So I want to wish everybody luck this weekend, make some money, come back, check us out. And me and Sebastian, or maybe even me and somebody else, or me by myself, will be back soon. Have a good weekend.